Hello, friends. This is Kristen Fagan here, and I'm here for our third video of the day, Softflex Company Customer Appreciation Week. You can watch all of the CAW, Customer Appreciation Week acronym, presentations live on Softflex Company's Facebook page and YouTube channel. All the replays are available to watch anytime after. I see a bunch of friends joining me. Hello. Hi, Gail. Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Brenda. Hello again. Hi, Rosie and Patsy, Coral, and Lori. So great to see you all. Cynthia's here. Teresa's here, and Sandy, and Sherry, and Maria, and Lois, and Sue. Have you all been having a good day? How's it going out there? I have been playing with my fairy mushroom kit, and I have a lot of failed attempts today. That's a big part of the creating process, right? Putting things together, taking things apart, putting them together, taking things apart. And that's sort of what I've been doing since we met with Abby earlier. Hey, Sarah. Sarah and I are like two ships in the day. We haven't really got a chance to talk the last 2 days because we keep tag teaming, passing the baton. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Becky. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Becky. I've been kind of feeling, my stomach has been a little queasy the last 2 days. Maybe I'm just all fluttery and butterfly-y about the event. Dropping beads. Sarah's dropping beads and reorganizing them. Yeah, I just had to clean up what was going on over here. It's so pretty. It's so pretty just like this. But I had to clean it all up because I made a big old mess trying to figure out what I was going to make for you. Lois is dehydrated. Maybe I'm dehydrated. Is that what you're saying? That might, oh. So that could be true. I could be dehydrated. Sarah says Kay and her got 121 giveaway entries. Oh my. Sherry says, Kristen, add green and you'll be inspired. As you see, I'm wearing a ton of green today. I've got a green cup, even a green straw, and I'm drinking a green smoothie in here. So I'm heeding your advice and I'm bringing some green to the table. So 121 giveaway entries. Oh my goodness. Are we going to get that high? Can we get to that many? I don't know. That's a lot, Sarah. So if you are here watching the video, comment with hashtag SoftFlexWire, all one word. We are having a giveaway on this video and all of our videos this week. Just have to be here in the end to win, and we're giving away a 10-foot spool of Softflex beading wire, actually in our purple color. So yay, Team Purple. What else is going on? Today's the last day to get $10 off your order of $59 or more with a kit. I think we're completely out for the Customer Appreciation Week Fairy Mushroom Kit, which is what I'm going to be working with here. But we do have our Halloween kit and our Monster Mash kit, both still available. So if you put either of those kits into your cart, use the coupon KIT, K-I-T, and make your order $59 or over, you will get $10 off. If your subtotal is $65 or more, then you also have the option of having free shipping within the US, and that's for online orders only. That sale ends today. Tomorrow we will have something new for you, as well as some other new items too. So stay tuned for that. Lois says, can't wait for the Monster Mash. Oh my gosh. The beads and the items in that kit are so stinking cute. It's really a fun take on Halloween. It's kind of nice because our other Halloween kit, I think, is a little more traditional colored. And then we've got the Monster Mash, which is a little bit different. So if you like Halloween, you can pick up both and you'll get two very different Halloween style kits to play with. So that's going to be a lot of fun. All right. So anything else we need to touch base on? Oh, I finished my moon wall hanging that we started on Monday. Remember, I was working on this in the background when we were meeting with Cassandra. So that is strung on Softlex medium white 0.019 beading wire. And they are polymer clay moons. And they are really fun pyrite cube beads from our friends over at Allegory Gallery. I had picked those up last summer. And then these brown beads up here are from our Moroccan kit, which was a kit we had about a month or so ago. So I added the twine and I'm going to stick it up on my wall. I have a little section in my living room that's like a gallery wall. So it's just lots of random little bits of pieces. And I think I'm going to stick that there. Thanks. I had it on my wall already. I had to remind myself to go grab it and show it to you all because we talked about it and I wanted you to see the finished piece. So that finished that for Monday. All right, so let's take a look at all of these beauties on my table here. And actually, let's go full screen. All right, so here's all the fun stuff I've been playing with today. I'll start out with our wire. We've got Softlex craft wire in our blue color, 22 gauge. Then I've got two 10-foot spools, one purple and one turquoise. And all of these items were in the Softlex Fairy Mushroom kit that was specific for Customer Appreciation Week. You can get the wires, all of these wires separately, so you can always grab more of that. You can get some of the findings separately, but really the rest of it has been brought together, gathered for this kit exclusively. What do we have next? So we've got a ton of tassels in like different shades of purple, this little turquoise. I really, really, really love this color. And I was playing with a little idea over here, but I did write down what Sarah used on Monday with her design. She made a gorgeous necklace with this giant dragonfly button. This is a check glass button, and it's just stunning. And I can't wait to make a necklace with this too, but I'm not going to do that today because I was sort of trying to be thoughtful about what she used already and trying to use other things in the kit. But how fun is this combination? I really like it. I think I'm going to do something with that and maybe add those little strands of purple in there too. So that was sort of an idea. Of course they do, Brenda. I painted my nails on Monday. Oh, Sarah says, I love that button. I wrapped up my design to send it to Sarah James. Oh, that's so sweet. It's such a cool button. I can totally see her rocking that. That was really nice of you. So I'm going to put that aside because I'm not going to play with that yet. I almost played with these. Sarah did use a few of these in her design, but not the whole strand. So there are some of these still in play. And I think you ended up using half this chain, I cut this in half because I think Sarah used about half of it. And so there was still half of it left in play. But this is really pretty. It's an ombre effect from a deep purple to this sort of tanzanite purpley blue and a few colors in between. Super fun. So I have that in 2 sections. I was thinking about making sort of a little charm necklace with those little pieces in the middle and in between, and having the fairy and maybe the mushrooms on this. I was originally trying to connect it with this collar, but it just wasn't working. So I thought instead of trying to connect it, maybe they're 2 separate designs that could possibly be worn together, and that might work out better, because what I could do is add some soft flex and beads up here and allow it to not interfere as much with the collar part. But that is something I was trying to do. Didn't quite make it work out. And I made this cute little mushroom earring, which I'm going to have to cut apart now because I need this bead. But I like the idea that was going on here, and I'll probably still make a little dangle, or a long dangle, I should say, kind of a duster earring again, and just swap this bead for something else, because I want to add one more little piece into this choker, or collar necklace, I should say. Collar. So I think this is what we're going to do today. What do you guys think about that? And I'm going to do 5 instead of 4. And then these are all the other beads that are included in the kit. This kit is just jammed packed. These I think are going to make some really fun earrings. They're so pretty. I'm going to put them down because you actually could see the color better on the table. I thought maybe these flowers with that could be really cute. Or if you want to go more purple instead of the blue, maybe those big purple beads. Oh, Terry, you were so close. Terry says, I'm so sad these were sold out. I went to buy it last night and gone. You were so close, because I really do think we just sold out either Monday or yesterday at some point, because we had just a couple when the week started. I'm sorry. Look at this cute little mushy in here too. Where can I put this? I feel like this would make a really cute charm on the end of a bracelet maybe. And then these mushrooms, are these from Tiara Cast, Sarah? Did we have these made? Because they are so cute. So cute. I just love the shape of them. And I don't know that you can tell, but there's like little tiny markings on the top. She says yes. Oh my gosh. When I looked at them again, when I opened up the kit, I was like, I don't remember these. Do we make these? These are really sweet little fairy wings too that are in here. So you can add a bead to the top and bottom and make little like angel fairy wings. Okay. Terry says, I'm always worried about the kits that I won't be smitten, yet I always am. I mean, we do try. We do really try to do a good job, and we hope that you're smitten. And we do have a really great return policy and guarantee. So if you're ever really not happy with something, we're really good about that. So that is something you can kind of trust with us. But I think for the most part, you're going to end up Smitten. Sarah says the mushrooms are made from the archives. I thought so. I thought so. So I did this with the purple on the back, but I think I might go with the turquoise on the back for our little reboot here. So I ended up using 2 strands of soft flex wire. There is, on this particular one, there's a turquoise strand that's on the bottom and then a purple strand that's on the top. And then I crimped and cut off the turquoise and just left the purple. I think for the next one, I'll do it the opposite. And so I'm going to start by cutting my soft flex wire. Stephanie can't find her kit. Oh no, Stephanie. It is in a dark purple package wrapped up in twine. And I hope that you find it. I'm gonna do about 22 inches of each, just in case I want to make the necklace a little longer than like a true collar. You can always cut away. So I'm going to take 22 inches of purple and 22 inches of my green turquoise. And if you have any left over after the design, you can always put them in a little baggie and save them. They're great for earrings or just other little projects. If you have to make a little jump ring or a connector, it's always nice to have some wire kind of put aside for that reason. Next thing, I'm going to line them up and I'm going to add a crimp tube at that about 8-inch mark. So I'm going to take one of these 2x2 millimeter crimp tubes, which were also included in your kit. You can always grab more at softflexcompany.com. We sell them in packs of, I think 50 is the smallest. And then, 20, 50, and then 250. And they come in 4 different metal tones. This is the sterling silver. We also have blackened, which is oxidized sterling silver. And we have copper and we have gold filled. And you can even buy a multi-metal pack if you just want a little bit of each. Nancy says she has a little container on her desk to collect small bits of wire. That is very smart, Nancy. So now I'm just moving my crimp to about 8 inches from the end. And I'm going to go ahead and crimp that there. Actually, when I designed it the first time, I didn't crimp, but I did use bead stoppers. So if you don't want to crimp right away and you want to put a bead stopper here instead, you can also do that. Yeah, hopefully I have enough wire. Why do I feel like I have less than what I started with before? Maybe I'll scratch that and do it with a bead stopper first. I'll just put that wire aside. This way, if I need to adjust anything and move anything around, I'm not stuck. So scratch that. Forget I said crimp. And let's use a bead stopper instead. Bead stoppers are your friend. They're definitely my friend. Okay, so instead of a crimp, I'm going to use a bead stopper, and I'm just going to put it around the 8-inch mark, and this way, I might even go a little bit less, maybe 6. I'm going to do 6. And this way, if I have to adjust or move anything, I can. I don't know what I was thinking. Once you crimp, you're crimped, right? Like, it's one of those things that once you're crimped, you're done. So why did I jump into that? Now I'm going to cut free this little piece over here. And so you'll see I started with one of these rectangle beads. I've got my purple strand on the top and my turquoise strand on the bottom. It doesn't really matter which direction they are. Just remember which one is top and which one is bottom for you, because you'll want to keep them in that position. Oh, I see 83 of you now. And it looks like it's getting quite cloudy by me. It looks like I have a little bit of a lag here. Let's just see. Let me give it a second. Hopefully it comes back. So I have purple on the top and turquoise on the bottom. And my next step, I'm going to start with the top layer on the purple. I'm going to add one of these little, oh good, your connection's clear, good. Yeah, it might be, it doesn't look like it's going to rain, but it is dark out. So could be. We are into monsoon season. So I've got two of those little lavender beads. And then I'm going to add one of these hexagon and then two more lavender. And that's my pattern for the top. And now I'm going to do on the bottom 3 of these matte blue. Yeah, Thomas says, it looks stormy in Phoenix. That means one city block is going to actually see rain. We're funny like that, aren't we? You could be like just a mile over. We seem to get a lot more rain. We're in Northeast Mesa. We seem to get a lot more rain than my mother-in-law, who's out in Sun City in the west side of town. She's always complaining because we're always like, we've got rain again. And she's, I know we didn't get any here. We never get any. So it's kind of funny how Phoenix is like that, depending on where you are. Okay, so my bottom strand has got 3 of those blue beads and then 1 of these really pretty teal drops and then 3 of those matte blue beads again. So you'll see my top strand has a lot less beads than my bottom strand, and that's because when we pull it together, it's going to make this little loop here. Julie says, sunny here in Scottsdale. Go figure. See what I mean? So now I'm going to take another one of these rectangle beads and I'm going to string it on both strands. Pull that through, and this is where you want to pay attention to where what wire is on top, because you're going to want to keep your purple wire on the top. So there's our first little loop-de-loo. This will spring back a little bit as we're working, but we'll be able to just like pull that tension a little tighter again before we crimp. So I'm going to grab my top, which is the purple, and I'm going to redo that that pattern over here again. So 2 of those little lavender beads, 1 of those hexagon beads, 2 more lavender. I'm so excited to see what everyone does with the charms because there's quite a few charms in this kit, and I was trying to do a little bit of a charm idea, and then it just wasn't coming together for me. I do feel like I'm going to use those mushrooms in the earring, 100%. But I am also curious to see how everyone else decides to use all the little charms in this kit. So when you create with it, please share in the Softflex VIB Studio, which is our Facebook group. And speaking of our Facebook group, we've got joyful beading going on this week, well, all month, but today's prompt is to work with the green turquoise wire. So make something with the green turquoise and share it. I'll just show you where we're at. See, this is where what it looks like when it's a little bit loose. And then we're gonna just tug on that purple. And it'll pull them together. So now we'll add our next rectangle, and that gets strung on both wires. Purple on the top, turquoise on the bottom. And you could do this with the same color wire if you want to. I just thought it'd be easier for you to see and easier for me to remember if I use 2 different colors. And you get 2 different colors in the kit, so you might as well play with both. Nancy says the safari kit was her favorite. Oh, that was a good kit. I didn't even get to play with that kit because I was gonna play with it actually the next time we got together. But we had a few customers that wanted the kit after it sold out, and I happened to have 2 here, so I sent them back to the office so that you all can have them and play with them. It was a good kit. Vanessa says joyful beading is all year long for her. Yes, I love to hear that. It's all year long for us too, in reality, right? So what that means is it's a challenge that we do in our group, and we just give you a prompt each day. And if you share a design with that prompt and add the little joyful beading hashtag, you get entered to win $10 store credit at softflexcompany.com. And we are picking winners every Monday from the previous week. So just adding a little something extra to celebrate your creativity and to get you inspired and creating. It's always so fun to see how the group explodes with design ideas during the joyful beading challenges. Brenda said, that's such a pretty design. Thank you, Brenda. It took me quite a few failed attempts to get to this point, so I appreciate that you like where I landed. Right? Deborah says it's stunning to see the two wildly different necklaces you and Sarah made from the same kit. Isn't that fun? I think that's what's so fun when we see what you guys make in the group too, is you each put your own spin on the materials, and it's so fun to see like which beads end up grabbing your attention and how you end up putting them all together. I know I'm inspired by all of you regularly, so thank you for that. Stephanie says she bought 2 of them and not on accident this time. So you bought 2 of them and you still can't find them? Was that you that said you were looking for them, Stephanie? Hi, Yolanda. Welcome. Anessa, I'm just playing with our fairy mushroom kit and using 2 strands of soft flex beading wire to create this collar-like style necklace. Right now, I'm just stringing up this pattern. I think Abby inspired me with her winding road on the Tilas. Remember how she had it loose and then she pulled it tight and then the bracelet winded back and forth? That's kind of what's going on with my design, because as it's loose, it looks like this. But when you tighten it, you end up getting this little loop, and it's like a magic trick. So thanks, Abby. She totally, I think, got in my head after that video. And that's probably where this idea came from. Oh, hooray! Stephanie said she bought 2 of the safari kit and just found her customer appreciation week kit. Hooray, hooray. I don't know if you're like me. I tend to put things away, and I think I'm organizing and I'm like, oh, I found the perfect place. This is so smart of me. I'm going to organize this right here. And then it's so great that I don't remember where I put it. All right, so before I move on, I'm just going to twist up my wires here and pull on the purple one. Make sure I'm keeping everything in line here. I feel like on this one, I must have got the purple on the bottom. Let's try and get that on the top. There we go. I'm going to do one more. Oh, Bridget found her fairy from the cherry blossom kit. Yes, that's right. You do have a fairy in the cherry blossom kit too. So if that is something you haven't used yet, you might want to go grab that kit again and bring her out for this one. Such a good idea. Nancy says she's done that too. Looks like I'm in good company. The proverbial safe place, says Rosanna. I know. I tend to I like to organize. That's sort of fun sometimes for me. And but then I get myself in trouble because I get like, oh yeah, this is a great spot. I should put all my kits here. And then I'll be like, where did all my kits go? Stephanie says, yep, I've been cleaning and trying to get organized. So that's exactly what happened, huh? Terry says, organizing drives her crazy. She can never find what she's looking for. There's got to be like a sweet spot, right? not organizing enough and then over organizing. And then that's too much because you're constantly moving things. Okay. My nails do match the purple wire. I'm running out of some nail polish colors though, because after a while they get kind of, you know, yucky and then they don't dry well. So I had to toss a couple. So I need to replenish some of my nail polish colors so that I have all the colors for when I need it. If you would have told me years ago that I'd be matching my jewelry to my nail polish colors, I would have said you were crazy, but I think maybe the pandemic has done some weird things. So here's how it's going to look when I get it nice and crimped. And what I'll do first is I'm going to grab this other bead stopper and just make sure that I've got this like centered. And if I don't, I'm going to move some beads around. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like I can move them up on this side a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered. I just want it centered enough that I have enough space on either side for my necklace. So I'm just gonna scoot my beads down to the right. This is where if I had crimped on one side, I would have been stuck with however the length was, and that could have been okay, but by using bead stoppers instead, I can move them down before I finalize. All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and crimp. Let me go grab one of these little crimp tubes. And I'm just straightening out my wire so they're nice and parallel. Get my crimp down towards my bead. And I'm going to be using the magical crimping pliers. You know, we love these here at Softflex Company. You can find these on our website. What they do is they take a 2x2 millimeter crimp tube. They work with just that size, and they'll turn it into a nice rounded bead. So I'm just going to place my crimp tube right in the center of that notch. There's one notch on this tool. Give it a squeeze. We call it ravioli time. It makes a little puffed square with the 4 corners pinched, and then just turn either your tool or your crimp 90 degrees from where you were the first time, and then round it out. And I like to go around a few times. So I've got a nice clean little crimp. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is when you have to kind of really make sure that all of your wires are the way you want them to be. So like I see there's a little bit of slack over here, so I'm just gonna pull these beads back down. I could just pull my little purple wire on the end tail to tighten that up if I need to. And I'll do that a few times so that I can make sure all of my beads are where I want them to be. Sherry says, love the magic pliers. It's amazing how they make crimps into beads. I know. It really is like a game changer. I know that they're not for everyone, and you could totally use a regular crimping plier as well. But once you get the hang of them, it's hard not to use them. Like, I just always feel like I have to use them. And I'm going to flatten it out before I'm crimping. And I'm just going to tug on that purple wire because that's my top wire. And I want to make sure that those beads are nice and in there. And then I'll crimp. The key with these pliers is to really get your crimp centered into this notch on the first crimp pass, the second pass, and then when you're rounding it. You just want it to always stay in there. And I like to say when you practice a lot, I feel like I can feel when it's in the right spot. So it's very much like the more you practice, the more you get that feeling down. And then you can, the last time I cut off this part, but maybe I'll twist. I haven't done that in a while. Let's see. Maybe I'll twist my wires. Sherry says, squished a lot of poor little crimps the wrong way during the learning process. Yeah, there is a learning curve for sure. I would definitely buy some crimps with the intention of practicing and don't do it on a design. Practice with just the wire so that you're not getting upset over making a boo-boo on your design itself. I do like to twist sometimes, but I feel like it was making this part twist a little, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna untwist. And you can leave 2 wires if you want to leave them straight, or you can trim one off. So like I can trim off the purple and just leave the turquoise. You just use your flat, I should probably use these, your flat flush cutters, and get that flat part right up next to your crimp, and then trim that off. And then I save these little pieces of wire. That's actually long enough to probably do a bracelet even. And then on the back, you just add your clasp. And I'm going to just check the length of it and see where I'm at. Yep, so my final design ended up being about 22 inches if I left it exactly where it was. I'll probably shorten it just a smidge. Let's look at it. Let's look at it on. Look at how dark it is in here. My goodness. Because I feel like if it's right there, that seems pretty cute, doesn't it? So that would be going in about 2 inches on each side from the end. That would make my necklace closer to an 18-inch. Somebody says Sherry says the copper tubes do crimp easier. Yeah, that is a good point. The copper crimps have a little bit thicker of a interior wall. So sometimes you can't get as many strands of soft flex through them, but it does make for a little easier crimping. So if you are struggling with the magical crimping plier, give the copper crimps a try and practice with those. And I think you'll find they're a little easier to make work. And then once you get comfortable with the copper, you can always move right along to the other metal tones. And then I didn't put anything on the end here. I'm just going to leave the wire. You can crimp right to it, or you can add chain, or you can add a jump ring or a split ring or something there if that's comfortable for you. And I'm just going to look at my loops on either end. I like to get them similar. Nobody's really going to see it, but it just makes me feel like it's more finished if they're close in size. And then maybe I'll put this on a neck piece for you. Yeah, give the copper ones a try. Let's see. I always, I did a pretty good job of holding it straight. Usually I have it all different directions. You could even add more beads up the side. If you wanted to, there's plenty more beads in the kit, so you can always play with adding, let's add this one back in here. You can always play with adding more beads up the side here. I thought these flowers would be really cute right there, but I didn't want to use too many of them since Sarah had used them in her design. So there's a necklace. And let's do a quick earring. I'll just do one, and then maybe I'll do the other one on our reels. But I definitely have to do a little mushroom earring to match. And I love this little bead cap that came. I think that's going to be really cute for the top of the mushroom earring. And I'm going to use my little scrap that I have here of beading wire. So I'm just going to slide that in. This way your wire doesn't go to waste. Whatever you pulled off your spool can be used for your earring. Make yourself a little loop for that mushroom. Oh, Nancy says, do you all sell those neck displays? No, we don't. That one I got in Tucson, and I really kicked myself for only getting one of them. I really should have gotten a couple of them. That's one of the nice things about the Tucson Gem Show is that there's so many people selling all different stuff there, including things like those neck pieces. But the rest of them I think I got at like the hobby store. The one I just showed you is my favorite. That's like the big one. And I got a smoking good deal. I talked him down too, and I should have bought more than one. Let's see, what do I want to use in this thing? Do I just want to do blue, or do I want to add some other things to this? How long will you wear an earring? The ones I have on right now are pretty long, and I like it. So I think I can take one off and measure it and see from the bead cap to the bottom, it's just about 3 inches. Whoa. Would you wear one that long? I want to make sure I have enough of these left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, Terry says my nails look fab, by the way. Thank you, Terry. I think that's pretty cute. This one would be about 2 inches long. So this is just an inch shorter than the ones I have in my ears right now. And I'm trying to stay with similar beads that I used in the necklace so that I can wear them together if I want to. Brenda says, no, her neck is short. That would be too long for you. Lois loves long earrings. Deb says, yes, but not much longer than that. Christy loves the long dangly feeling. Yeah, I think these might be one of the ones I'm wearing right now are about, like I said, 3 inches. And I think they might be one of the longer pairs I have. But I would go a little bit longer if they were light and they weren't too heavy. I think I could go a little longer. I guess that would be like a true shoulder duster, right? That Sherry says, I wish my neck was longer. That just means you get to a shoulder duster a little bit quicker. You don't have to go as long for them to be shoulder dusters, huh? So now I've got my mushroom. My loop is facing that way. I want this loop to face that way. So I'm just going to get it in position before I crimp. And this way it'll be in the correct direction for adding to my earring. Cute. So now it's like a sister to my necklace, right? I can wear it with it if I want to. I can wear it on there. I can wear each of them on their own too. And then I also think I'm going to do this. And that will be a fun, like, secondary pair of earrings that you could wear. I don't know how I want to connect those yet, though. You can do soft flex or you can do the blue wire. The blue wire might be quite nice. Make little connections there and then attach to an ear wire. Brenda wishes her whole body was longer. I feel that, Brenda. I feel that. I'm the shortest one in my family. So, although I'm the tallest of me and my sisters, shockingly. So I am the tallest there. But when it comes to my husband and my kids, I am officially the shortest in my household. Yeah, I think I'll try it with the blue wire. Maybe I'll do them on a reel when I have a chance this week sometime. So stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and choose our winner. I hope you guys liked the projects I did today, and I hope you had a lot of fun, and we have so many more things in store for you. We've got 98 people watching. How many people are on the giveaway here? We have 90 entries. Oh, we're close to Sarah NK. Not quite there. Do you think we could make it? We got to get a few more. We got to get a few more friends watching with us. We got 91 entries. Oh, you're right, Terry. I was thinking that when I looked at it, the necklace, she was saying you could close this in for a star. You know what it was reminding me of was like ornament covers. When I was sitting here waiting to start the video, I was thinking that how you can make something like this that then goes around an ornament. Sarah said we couldn't just keep signing up to make the number. That's right. You can't. You have to actually, it has to be a new person because it'll just knock out all the duplicates. Oh, we've got 94 entries. We got 103 of you watching. Couple more. Let's see if we can get over 100. Can we get over 100? Then at least I'll feel like we got close to Sarah and Kay. Patty says shared and liked. Thank you, Patty. We got 102 of you watching and 94 entries. I'm just going to show while we wait a moment here. Just going to share what else is coming up this week. So a few more of you can enter. We've got tomorrow, Wednesday, we're kicking it off with Tracy of TierraCast, and she'll be here at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Then we've got Coffee and Craft Wire, which will be me and Sarah. We're going to play with some of our craft wire. I don't think either of us know what we're doing yet, so it's going to be a mystery. And that's at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern. And then Sarah will be back at 3 p.m. tomorrow with some new products, 6 p.m. Eastern. On Thursday, we've got Danielle Wicks with John Bead first, and then we've got Jill Wiseman Design second, and Rebecca Combs with Design and Adorn third. Friday, we've got Sam's Bead Shop. We've got Silver Silk and more, and then we have our after party. So gonna be a great time. Looks like we got up to 96. All right, I guess that's as high as we're gonna get, people. Let's go ahead and draw our winner. Our winner is Susan Stevens. Hooray, Susan. Let me know if you're here. Rosanna, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if it'll know that you are on both streams. So you may have been able to sneak another one in there. I'm not sure if it's that smart. Congrats, Susan. Let us know if you're here. You need to be here to win. You will win a 10-foot spool of Soft Flex beading wire in our purple colors. There she is. Hooray, hooray. Susan, please send us an email at info@softflexcompany.com and give us your shipping information so that we can get your prize out to you. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Hi, Abby. I just saw that you were here too. We had so much fun with Abby's design. I told everyone, Abby, I think you inspired me with your magic trick of pulling those tilas and making a windy road, because I ended up making a design where I had to pull the top layer to create this. So thanks for inspiring me this morning. And thanks all of you for supporting us here at Soft Flex Company, supporting all of our friends here during the Customer Appreciation Week, and just wish you lots of love, lots of beading, and we will see you again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time for the first video of day 3. All the videos are available for replay. You can watch them on Facebook. You can watch them on YouTube again. It's a little easier to find them in the future on YouTube again, just because of the way that we've got a little playlist put together for you, but you can find them on either platform. So happy beading. Have a great night. I'll see you all again tomorrow.